Okay, so one of the first things you want to do is you want to open up Microsoft Word for the first time. Now, depending on the operating system you're using, the procedure will be slightly different, but more or less the same. We can always search for it. So if you're using Windows 7, just click on the Start menu or Start Perl down the very bottom left hand corner, and it'll give you a search option. And we can click in here and we can just type in WORD. You can see the version I'm using is Word 2013. If you're using 2010, don't worry, they're very similar. So we click into it. It opens up for us, and you can see now in 2013 it opens up with a template window for us. So do we want to create a blank document, or do we want to use one of the predefined templates that Microsoft have created for us? I'm going to double click on this blank document and it's going to take us straight in through. If you're using 2010, it's going to bring you straight to this window here. It'll look very similar to it. Now, we will do a quick overview of the window in one of the other lectures. But what we want to do is I want to get across that we have two things here open. We have the Microsoft Word program open, and we also have a document open. Now, the document is a blank document, but it's still open. We can close out of both things. So if we wanted to close out of the program, we would use the X up the top right hand corner, and that will close out of everything. But if we only want to close out of that document, we can just close out of a single document. So we can go File, and we can go to Close. And you can see it's only closing out of that one single document there now. So that's the two things that we want to get across in this first lecture. That you can have a program open and a document. And the two of them are in with the one there. Okay, so we want to have a look now at creating a new blank document. So once we go to create a new blank document, you can see we go to the File button up here on the left hand side. And then we go to the New option. Now, when we go to New, it'll give us a couple of different options. Do we want to create a new blank document, so just a plain page and start off from scratch? Or do we want to use one of the other templates that Microsoft has created for us? So you can see here, they've all the different ones. They've a blog post, they've report design, all the way down through it, cover letters, invoices, business letters, personal letterhead. So there's a load of different templates that you can use. We're going to stick with the blank document for the time being, because it's the one that we're working with, and it's going to be the one that you're going to use 90% of the time. Sometimes you might feel as if you want to do a business letter, or you might want to use one of these templates, and they are very good for that. But for the most part, we're going to use blank documents. So we're clicking into the blank document, and here we're back to square one, where we have just a nice blank document. So if you're working on a document and you want to create another one, it's just File, New, and that allows you to create it. Okay, we're going to enter some text now. And when I'm entering text, I don't like people having to sit and type out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this. We're going to type in the equal sign. We're going to put in RAND. And we're going to put in an open bracket and a closed bracket. So we're using the Shift 9 and Shift 0. And it puts in equals RAND, open and closed brackets. And then we hit the Enter or the Return key on the keyboard. And you can see it puts in sample text for us there. So from time to time, I might get you to do that to just save you having to type out all this text. Word puts in what's called random text, and it allows us to be able to use it for editing and practicing with.